out there. You want me to turn that down?
It seems like it just started warming up more than the last time.
Yeah. All right, so we don't have any additions, correct, Fred? All right, public be heard. Michael, you're just sitting in?
I just hear if there's questions once you get the
Okay.
voting in.
Great. Everybody out? Charlie, do you wanna, you're good?
Good.
Really good to see you. All right, so Margaret is out this evening. I need a motion for minutes of January 20th,
I
please.
make a motion to approve the minutes for the regular board meeting held on January 20th, 2026.
Second.
Discussion.
Do they have something here? Nope, guess not.
You good?
Yep.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
No opposed, carried, thank you. Parks Department report, Stacy, always stuff going on, things are,
Yeah, a lot going on. Ice rink is a little slow with it being so cold,
yeah,
but you can't hold that part. Roller skating's been busy, and the rock and skate this Friday night, so expect a busy turnout for that.
yeah, I plan to stop down, I think that it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it should be good, so, you know, if we have a good turnout, then we can plan some more of them. And then we have South Seneca coming, to ice and roller rink next week.
So you want us there at 9 on, is it Tuesday?
Tuesday, and they'll be there till about noon.
Do we have enough help?
That's
I
when
think
we're supposed
so.
to-
Everybody said they're gonna come,
Yeah. Oh yeah, shoot me a text so I don't forget.
So, I'm afraid you wanna know.
I will, you'll be there.
Oh, Linda, come, see, I recruited.
How many kids are coming to that?
150.
150.
And they're gonna split that between roller rink and ice rink, so if anybody wants to come down and help out in the morning,
What time?
between 9 and noon,
So you want us there, what, 8:30?
yeah, you got it.
Or I'll see you about 11.
Tuesday,
I was thinking about yeah.
Put me in the roller skating, not the ice
So it's
skating.
10 miles of ball at 9, so do that.
No. 9 o'clock, it's the middle of the
I
night.
told her I see
Not at
her.
night.
I told her I see her at 11. I'll be there.
Do they have a lot of chaperones for that?
They're supposed to have chaperones, they're supposed to bring all their waiver forms with them, already pre-signed, so,
Yeah, that's great.
yeah, so it should be fun.
Yeah,
We'll make the morning go quick.
Yeah.
What kids are these?
South side of the school.
so Stace, I had a woman contact me, I gave her your email about a pierogi festival.
Okay.
I can give you more details later, but
Yeah.
just so you're aware,
That's fine.
I told her what the process was. They're looking to, they'd like to get something back in the village. I think they're out of Buffalo.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'll look for it then.
I told her to email you. She tried to reach you on Messenger. I said that's not a,
Oh, was that what that was? Yeah.
yeah, it's not a,
No, I don't mind that Facebook Messenger, but I get so much junk on there too, and I don't,
yeah, that's what I told her.
yeah.
So, how's the bathrooms coming?
Bathrooms are good. Scott's guys, Jordan was working on putting up lights this week, right? Little lights. And then they're gonna start putting the toilets in, sinks, and then as soon as the partitions come in, we're waiting on those, and then we're gonna put new doors in. And then windows will probably come last.
Did we get 3 quotes on the windows?
No, I've gotten 2, so, well, no, I've gotten 1, should have another one coming, and I'm trying to find a third pretty quickly, so.
Okay.
Did you use South Seneca Vinyl? They have a big window room.
Yeah, I see
No,
them all
I
over
had
the,
Geneva vinyl, South Seneca.
yeah, I see them all over the,
Yeah, they do. You might want to check, I think they have a commercial division.
Do
that
they,
you can
that's the
use,
one
so
part I
that-
was having, or just even a general contractor that has time to do them. Those guys write that down.
Yeah, yeah,
And I saw the dock quotes, so.
Yeah, so if anybody has any connections on, they have to be able to fabricate the rolling dock, so I need quotes for them.
Right. I didn't think the price was bad.
I didn't think the price was bad either.
What kind of dock do you get?
Similar to what we already have down there, the rolling ones. And they're long, so I can't find any that are already made, so they,
Have you talked to Greg Bittler? He's been line on a lot of that kind of stuff.
He's in Key West.
I was like, is he even here? He's probably in Key West right now.
I'll email you a few that I know, Steve.
Yeah, I think that's.
You might already be using them as for part of your bidding process, but
No,
I'll
you
send
have
it
some
to you.
people, if you can, yeah, anybody's good.
Yep.
Anything else, Dave?
I don't think so.
Thank you. Scotty, you always sit in the back, I can hardly see you back there.
We're just finishing up corners.
Yeah, thanks for your team, that was a lot of long hours,
Oh, yeah.
plowing and cleaning and cold, and at least it's a little warmer in the truck,
Oh,
but.
yeah.
Anything else, Scott?
No, man.
And Dennis, I saw your report. You had a question about that local law, that's coming, we're just about ready for it, so we have a process to go through. We have to advertise it, we have to have a public hearing, and then the board will review it, so it's coming.
With 5 others.
With 5 others, yeah, we got a lot right now. Anything else you wanna update us on, Dennis?
Just what's going on down there with the fire, the thing there. I know it seems a little harsh to you guys, what I have to do, that's required by law. It's not because I don't have compassion, it's what I have to do. As soon as a building like that is in that kind of condition, I have to issue that violation. It's not to say anything bad, but it establishes timelines.
Yeah, I don't think anybody questioned it. I mean, I think what I have been talking to our team about is, and what I wrote to you last night, is just giving the families some time and some empathy, because it's pretty drastic. It's,
I know, and I have talked with all of them.
yeah,
You know, and I have to make decisions based on what I can see there. And that authority is given to me by the state to do that, and I have to do it.
Yep, I don't
It's not
think-
trying to be, not being compassionate or anything, it's what has to be done. Unfortunately, I'm the one that does it.
yeah, I don't think anybody on the board's questioning that. It was a tragic fire. We're lucky that we didn't lose life, and, we gotta go through the process. I mean, it's,
Other than that, you saw the email from Dave Ely about Lakeview. So we need to start that process. We have to get a few quotes
Yep,
for
same.
demo. We can even have the village do it, if they've got the equipment to do it, because that helps to cut down costs.
They didn't show up.
no, they didn't show up to court. Yeah, I think, again, we gotta follow our local law and our due process. That's what we do.
Which we have, when we're all, we're
Yep.
through all of it really, and that's just the next step.
Mhm.
In the court, Mr. Decker basically said the same thing, that's the next step
Mhm.
for us. However, Marty is due to appear on the 12th, I believe it is, of February. He tried to call me the other day, or he did call me the other day, asked, if we could get together, because he wants to do something. I know if I gave him that, said, leave it
Yeah.
alone.
I saw that.
Okay, so that's February 12th, not November?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my question.
Okay, all right.
All right, anything else, Dennis?
Not at the moment.
Let's hope we don't have any more fires. Mag, water,
Chase the lights.
uh, thanks to your team, Scott's, and everybody else that pitched in, we had 2 pretty cold digs. Let's hope we don't have any more. That one this morning, was that inside the house that I called you on?
Yeah. Yep, I went over there this morning. They were able to shut it off from the inside.
Oh, they did? Yeah, when I got the call, they said they couldn't shut it off.
Someone else was showing up when I was getting there, and he was able to go down and get it off.
Okay. Yeah,
Just frozen pipe.
yeah. Well, look at Saturday's weather, we're heading back down again. Anything else, Meg?
We got one lady on that. And one up somewhere on the morning area, lower area. We haven't located it yet.
Peter had, where was that, Peter, that you just brought up to my attention? You
Oh,
want
down
to
in-
check that?
10th and
Perry?
Perry Street, the corner.
There's a line of water running down the street, and it would be the west side of the street on Perry Street.
Anthony?
Yeah, and it kind of goes around the corner to 10th Street, but then I lost it. But I don't know if there, I don't know if it's just where the snow melted, but there's like about a 2-foot wide swath of frozen water. The kids were like sliding on it today. It goes halfway down the street, so I don't know. Seems like an awful lot of water to me, but I don't know where it's coming from.
We can look.
Thanks, Meg.
Meg, that leak for the town of Dix, it says 129. Is that, I thought that leak was pending back from like October and November. You keep telling there's a leak for town of Dix.
The one that's on your report that you said you,
Franklin Street.
Or Franklin. You telling Dominic? I'm assuming that's town of Dix.
yeah.
It just says, let Dominic know he's got a small
Oh,
leak.
that's out of the Franklin pump station.
Right, but
On the.
hasn't that been ongoing longer than 129? Okay.
That's just as of 129. I haven't received any information back as to when they're going to repair.
And so we're still 175 hertz short.
We're down, we got 4 today.
4?
We can get that. 4.
Well, that's not gonna do much.
No. We're gonna have to order more anyways. But we might have enough to do a little less than half. Probably half.
How much are they a piece?
That was the order that I just did, that was $37,000. About, I think the earths are 114 and the heads are 77.
So we still need 170 more, roughly.
Basically, yeah. Because they're continuously dying. Every month they send me a new one, a new updated sheet, and there's more on it every time.
You have a question, Steve?
No, did you say $200 a piece?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it came out to 37,000 total.
So what does that mean, LSL inventory?
Lead service line.
Oh, lead service line. Okay. So we still have 177 people that have not answered the call yet? That's the stuff we did way in the summer, right?
Right.
Working on 2 years of it.
Yeah, they don't respond.
I have a feeling I know why.
I don't wanna ask. All right. Ethan?
Nothing I had the board report, late, I think, the deadline, so the copies in your guys' box.
Thank you. items. First is the change order number 13. I'm not gonna read that whole thing, I'll let the person motion.
I'll make a motion to approve change order number 13, decreasing the Phase 1 Water System Improvements Project contract with GM McCrossin. I said it right. By $36,957.75 to remove the unused balance to the tool and SCADA allowances.
Discussion. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Carried, no opposed, thank you. Next up is payment application number 21 for the phase 1 of the water project.
I make a motion to approve payment application number 21 for the Water System Improvements Project to GM McCrossin in the amount of $192,001.40.
Discussion.
Yeah, we had a meeting, about some of the concerns. Totally agree with the $15,000 holdback on the roof repair. I believe after just some recent reviewing of the 4 tanks that had the paint, I believe we as a village would want to hold back some additional funding just for the repairs of those tanks, just the paint. I get if it's a few chips here and there, but it's pretty extensive, where I think walking into a building where we're really not using it right now, just until we get phase 2 done. And obviously we use that facility, but the ebbs and flows of the temperature variance that could happen just with those tanks and sweating and stuff like that. But it's not a few chips. I actually went up there today to take a look at it, and
I saw the pictures.
the ones that I did.
No, I saw,
Here, give me a second. Thanks,
you wanna weigh in, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it at length. You know, I did express some concerns. We run the risk if we don't value this paint enough. If we ask McCrossin to fix it, it looks like a lot of the areas were areas they had already tried to patch, which would potentially extend the warranty from the time of repair. So it's not a lot of work, but it doesn't look great. I think the risk is we hold back money, which is fine. They may say, fine, keep your money, we don't want to deal with these anymore. That leaves us with, okay, we got the money, but we don't just, it's not a blank check at that point. That's a new project now to get those tanks done. So we want to try to find the happy medium of holding enough that they'll come back. And whether that's a repair or a full sand down and redo, we need time to assign value to that.
So an idea that came out of just this is, we need to pay this money. But perhaps there's a vote that we say, let's vote on this, because the time it takes, this isn't like a check that's gonna be cut tomorrow. It's gonna take roughly
It could be a month.
a month to get through all the process.
Right.
Give Mike and Kristen time from Larson to say, all right, guys, because we threw around numbers, and it's not fair to us to sit there and say, hey, should we hold back $5,000 or $30,000?
Right.
On top of the valuation of the group. So give them, I don't know, a day or two just to say, hey, maybe you should hold back this strategically so that we can get this done and it accommodates what you as the village expect to walk into that nice new facility. But have an approval to pay the rest of it. It's not saying don't pay this. It's not what I'm advocating. I'm saying let's get this done, let's pay it, but let's
So-
take care of that room for.
You want to agree to make a payment, we just don't know what it's going to be yet.
Correct.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It
Yeah,
doesn't
you
make-
have
it
to
does.
revise the motion so that it would include the,
The valuation.
whatever the value is of the,
Deducts. Yeah, you know, we were talking about that, you know, there's issues we'd like to see them resolve, but we are holding way too much money at this point, so
Right.
we need to get this a lot closer, and still be strategic enough to get some work done, so we need a little bit of time to put a dollar on that.
And also protect us if we do have to go down
Yep.
that path where they say, hey, we'll take the X amount, fine,
Yep.
you guys deal with it.
Yep.
It's like, all right, now we're in a pickle here, because if we held back X and it really is gonna take Y to get it done,
Yeah.
that's what we've asked
So are
Mike
these,
and Kristen to help us out with to protect Megan. So,
are these tanks stainless steel tanks?
No,
now,
Are they plastic or fiberglass?
no, they're welded steel.
so,
They don't look.
it's something that's a little more apparent than what the initial picture
Right,
saw.
so is the
Yeah.
paint,
It's just a lot, every tank has
Their own
issues,
paint.
just by the way, it's not.
so is the
one.
paint just something just cosmetic, or is it actually there to stop it from rusting?
It's indoors, it's not gonna see real harsh elements, but, you know, you wanna paint bare metal. There's no, even though they're peeling, I think the primer's still on there, but,
You don't want to look like that.
yeah.
Right.
I'm still questioning why is it doing that?
Yeah, why, is the question, basically.
The temperature fluctuation, I would guess, because the heaters just can't keep up in that building, so it sees cold and cold water, and then you get a little heat blowing on it.
Yeah, so
That's what I
is that
suspect.
ever gonna be right?
Yeah, but
In
they,
the summertime.
but there's tanks outside that have, that
Right.
are dealing with
Big
harsh
ones.
elements that don't have this problem, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Within a year of being
right, within
installed.
within the timeframe, yes.
There was some oil still on that metal
Yeah.
before they cleaned it, it could come to that.
Yeah, we were thinking it might be.
Part of our findings today were, there's actually a couple spots where they've come in and redone the same spots.
Right.
And now there's new spots
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
all four tanks.
See, because Laura, you and I talked about that.
Yep.
Is if it's a repair of a repair, there's additional warranty on that. So
Yeah.
there's some teeth here, but, you know, I'm just uncomfortable with how much money we're holding back at this point. By contract, we're really, it needs to be assigned to the value
need
of
to
the work
see
that
that?
remains, and we're way above that at this
Yep,
point.
so that's, just, yeah, we pay this, but
Yeah.
we've got to figure out a value, like what we're exactly gonna pay.
Well, so just worst case scenario, they don't come back, they don't wanna do it, we need to pad it. Can we allocate that money so that we can,
So that's, we talked about that too, you know, this is money within a state-funded project. You don't get to
Exactly.
just spend it the way you want to.
Right.
So there's some complexities, it'd be a new project, a new bid, we have to do all of that. So that's gotta be taken into account when we determine the value.
yeah. Well, ideally, it'd be nice to just get it fixed and get it done.
And that's what we're hoping, but it's just like, at the, what is the current rate, 192?
192.
We're saying we should hold back more and approve tonight to get this paid. Like, let's say it's 180 that we want to pay, because we're gonna hold back, but I'm adding in that pending the valuation that Kristen and Mike will give us within, I don't know, 48 hours, Mike?
We'll try, I mean, we'll start talking.
Within a couple days, Lori, just, 'cause
So
we
we
just don't know what that number is.
So we just tabled it, or you want to do a
No,
different
no,
figure?
I
Just revise the
revise it, we're gonna,
motion.
You can approve that you will pay up to that amount pending any adjustments based on the decision.
right, just add that in, we'll pay up to that amount.
Okay, so I make a motion to
Pending
approve
any-
payment, application 21 for the water system improvement project in,
For the GM across. Up to
To-
an hour.
to GM McCrossin, sorry.
You can't help yourself.
And it's a habit now,
Up to the amount.
up to the amount of,
What is it, what it says there?
192,014.
oh, okay, $192,001.40.
Pending.
Valuation of the pay.
Pending the evaluation of the fixing of the paint.
That's good.
The
As
adjustment.
long as we held it off, or pending Larson's review. and
Pending Larson's review.
Yeah, it's good enough. That's second.
All right. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Alright,
No opposed, carried, thank you. Good discussion.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, by the way. All right, next is the retainer agreement. for Larson. Need a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve 2026-27 retainer agreement with professional services by Larson Design Group.
Second.
Discussion.
Okay, so this is for,
This is our annual retainer agreement.
Unless they have questions on this. I thought we were gonna.
Thanks, Mike.
Hang on a second.
So if we use them, then there's a fee schedule attached.
so my question is, so this is basically to guide us through projects throughout the village.
If we deem to use.
Yeah, just like the bridge, that we called them up and said.
Great
hey,
example.
It sets the rates.
So
We
what
were talking
about-
that.
So what about the situation to do phase 2?
Nothing to do
That's
with
the
this.
project, that's entirely.
Totally different budget, totally different, initiative, pending lots of approvals right now. We're getting there.
We got COH approval yesterday.
That's
so-
right. Oh, yeah.
Big one.
Great.
This is a retainer to use them as an engineer. If,
Yeah.
Like Fred said,
For
the
any
example of the
question.
bridge. All right, hey, we have a company on retainer that has a rate and schedule fee.
Yeah,
Also, one of the things that we discussed earlier was, we changed schedule fee where it doesn't say wastewater and water.
Mhm.
Those rates are carte blanche for whatever we may use.
So Kristen just sent that to me, so we have it now, but
Yeah.
just take out where it says, so it doesn't look like it's primarily for only water and wastewater.
Oh, I see.
It's for anything that we would need.
And
Yeah, we've
Schedule
got
A
s-
is a task order that they've added in, that they use in other municipalities and just as a paper trail.
It's just a one-page agree on a scope and price kind of document you can use if you have to do something.
yeah, we've got some needs in the park that I'll be talking to the board about that we probably will need before.
We've barely done anything under this agreement for the last 2 years, that just so you know, it's just there.
Yeah, because they've been so successful in getting us grants, which they are still working on and secured for phase 2 that will be in good shape.
It's a retainer for an engineer, it doesn't mean we have to use it. We can have a retainer with multiple.
Yeah,
Right,
there's
so-
really no strings on the agreement itself, it just gets us.
Yep.
you know,
So
saves
towards
a
the
lot.
very, very end, the second to the last paragraph, it says, an annual escalation factor of approximately 5% will be added to the direct payroll cost to compensate for any salary or cost of living increases that occur. So that means during this contract period, you can,
It's only annual, so it would possibly be next year, but I can tell you right now, if you want to cross that out before you approve it.
yeah, because I only got 2.8% cost of living in my social security.
We don't,
Why 5's pretty high?
we don't need to escalate that for
Steve, you
next
want to
year.
give those back? I don't know if Mike wants those.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
All right.
Steve, did you vote?
All right,
Okay. No opposed, carried, thank you so much. Thanks, Mike. All right, next is resolution on the housing authority.
I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution permitting members of the housing authority to reside outside the village of Wyoming.
second.
Discussion. So how this came about, just to give the board a little bit of background, if you don't know about the housing authority. So the housing authority is the board that oversees Jefferson Village and Glen Lake Apartments. So that board is charged with the budget, the oversight, etc. We don't really get engaged in that. What we do is it falls within the village of Watkins Glen, and this board has to approve if they have new members, for example. Jennifer Tanner, who's their director, came to me because it's very limiting in that you only could use village residents, and there's ample examples of where they can't always get volunteers to sit on that board. So she asked if we would consider permitting others in the area if they want to volunteer. Now, that board, because it oversees Glen Lake Apartments, that's a partnership with the Ithaca Housing Authority. The Ithaca Housing Authority has turned that over to this board, the Housing Authority Board, which is a really positive thing. They've made really good changes as far as who's renting and cleaned up some of the issues that they had there, and things are going really well. I attended a meeting with them, and they do really good work. But this allows them to be a little bit more flexible, and we can't do it without a resolution, because our current resolution says that they have to be within the village limits, just like the judge does, board does, example.
Mhm.
Is that helpful?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of areas that are doing the same thing, because it is hard to get people,
Yeah,
especially if you're from a small town or village or.
yeah. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No opposed, that's also carried, thank you. All right. Unpaid taxes.
Make a motion to adopt the resolution authorizing the village clerk to advertise a list of those properties with 2025 unpaid taxes for tax certificate sale.
I'll second.
Discussion. So we do this annually, you probably remember. Anything you want to add there, Fred? I don't think, it's pretty straightforward. It's just gives them,
Put it out there, and then like, so everybody knows that names are gonna run on the paper here shortly.
yeah. Any
Is
other-
that excessive amount, or is that about usually what it is?
I have to look at last year's.
I think last year, if I recall,
So this is about the same size as if you were asking, it's just a
Yeah.
full page.
it's about the same.
Amount wise, I don't know, but the amount of people, yeah.
Amount of people on that, yeah.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried, thank you. All right, we need to approve, this has not been to the JPC, just so the board knows. This is a payment approval, both Montour and the Village of Watkins Glen have to review these before the wastewater treatment plant. JPC can approve purchases, so this is more, and I do have some questions. I need a motion.
I make a motion to approve the quote from BDP Industries in the amount of $3,122.82 for repair to the sludge press at the wastewater plant.
Discussion.
So this is just it's a service, where we're just paying for a guy to come out there?
Yeah, but did you see I had to find it, $1,000 for travel.
Yeah. And then on top of that is hourly.
How many, how far away is that?
Travel plus mileage, just.
Yeah, the mileage is on top of that.
Greenwich, New York.
Around here, Moniana.
Only yeah.
So $1,000, does that not seem excessive?
Seems like a lot to me.
So,
$4? So he's talking 8-hour drive, basically.
Round trip is,
Okay,
yeah, but,
4 hours away. Still.
well, it says it's sole source. This, as I said, it has not been to the JPC. It'll go there Thursday.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking somewhere else. I'm thinking Green. It's Greenwich,
Is
it's
that,
above all,
oh, so that is 4
that's
hours.
4 hours.
Yeah. I don't know, I was a little sticker shocked, I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, I think we're making it up on the meal allowance, only $74.
All right, so how this process works is each board has to approve it. Typically, the JPC approves it first, and then they bring it to us. It's a little backwards, just because our meeting's on Tuesday, and then JPC is on Thursday, which Peter and I will be at, so there's your history. Anybody else have any questions? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried, thank you. All right, we revised procurement. Fred's been working on this, so our current, and I think that we talked about this with the board quite some time ago, our current threshold is 1,000.
That's really what we're hanging in, just, so you know, that we just need to know what you wanna move to. Because there's been different comments about 2,000, 5,000, you know.
How about we get it on the floor first? Make a motion to approve the revised procurement request form, including the increased minimum threshold of purchase under 1,500.
All right, good discussion. And remember, we talked before, Terry had asked for 5,000. This board said that's too high. We told the JPC that was too high. Montour, I'm not sure where they landed. I have to talk to them on Thursday, because they were going back and forth, kind of waiting for us. So, we came to 1,500. And I know that Stephen had issues.
I think we're
concerned.
fine at 1,000, personally, just looking at, you know, you've got larger facilities that are doing this type of work, procurement process. They're at $500 or 1,000, and they're submitting procurement items weekly or multiple days a week.
You don't get much for $1,000 these days.
Right.
I mean, look at what we just went over on this.
I mean, how many purchase requests are we getting a month?
We get a lot, I'm looking at
Wait till I
Meg.
start putting in some more earths and meters.
Historically, we probably see in this,
We
in
get,
our review, in our packets, 1 to 2,
we get,
maybe. I bet that's an average too.
So the other thing we changed, just so you know in there, we took out the, there's no verbal quote anymore. Because
yeah, we took
it's
that
just
out.
odd, so that you have to have something in writing for every quote, just so you know.
Yeah, I like the rest of it. I mean, in discussions we had, where it's that email sent around where you had a draft that was sort around, and we did some edits.
And then we got some information from the state comptroller and
Right.
what they require from us. So that's what this has been all about, but that's the biggest change is, and it is entirely up to you guys. Well, really what it does is initially, I mean, it forces them to get a proper amount of quotes, obviously, so they get reasonable, but also you guys need to just come up with a limit that says, we want to see anything past this amount, you know, so.
How do the managers feel about 1,000 versus 15? Because you're the ones that are doing the work.
We can't do anything for under 1,000. It's pretty different.
Oh, I'm sure you can't.
Right, but we're not seeing procurement requests from you.
I do send them in.
We don't get them here.
Anything that you vote on that's over 1,000, unless
Right,
it's,
but that's what I'm saying. Here in this board meeting, we don't see stuff from you unless it's.
Usually mine's an emergency situation. I have it right then. That's why you're only seeing earths, meters, that stuff too much.
that's actually fixed in here, because from now on, any emergencies have to be fully explained, and have all this information. There's a lot of detail in here.
But you
on it
do
now.
bring it to you.
Yeah.
And it ends up.
Yeah, if it's over 1,000, it goes to the board. That's where it is right now, so. And typically, it's wastewater, water. This is the real structure.
Yeah, I don't think in the park we have too much, because you're getting the quotes ahead of time, and they're coming to us to review. Probably same for you, Scott, when you say that.
Well, if we get 2 catch basins, that's over $1,000.
We get 2 vans, that's over $1,000.
The departments have been asking, this has been going back since 22. We've been going back and forth with trying to get this to raise up a bit. So it's entirely up to the board, but this has been going on every year since.
Yeah.
But on
Correct.
average, per meeting, we see 1 to 2. That's it. It's not like we're dealing with 10 of these
It's not
every 2 weeks, right?
For either way, it's just they've been trying to get it up for that reason because the cost has been going up. So it's the biggest excuse is just to prevent the delay, because sometimes they need something, they gotta wait 2 weeks until it gets to the board. That's the number one argument.
I don't particularly like the sole source, because I think that we need to do a little bit more work on that too, because that,
The sole source, we've been talking about it, and we really think, we've had discussions around the table on it, that and I can't answer this for water or wastewater, because I'm not questions, but there should be, there's certain machinery or equipment or whatever in every plant, the wastewater plant, streets, whatever. Something like the wastewater plant or the water plant, there should be an RFP that goes out saying, you know, for someone who would fix this, this, and this, we wanna see a bid, and kinda like Larson does with the rates.
Retainer.
And we end up getting somebody who then has locked in rates for us that then comes out and does the repairs and stuff. Unless there isn't true sole source, but the sole sourcing is also gonna be watched on this, because it's really has to be defined as.
It's usually on proprietary equipment, where
Right.
nobody else works.
Well, that's like our Badger meters, if we wanted to work with your guys' system, we have to get from one particular person to sell those badges. Otherwise, we have to go with another company that sells like Neptune, and that's not gonna work with your guys' system. It'll work, doesn't have to be manually read.
Yeah.
We definitely need further discussion.
All right.
I like what you pulled together, it's better than the draft we saw a couple months ago.
Yeah, that's been cleaned up. It's mostly because the comptroller offers a lot of information on what they would do if they came and had an audit for it.
Right.
Yeah, that's why that's in.
But I look at these as, it also helps department heads to really say, you know what, I'm really looking at this, and, you know, it's financial controls.
Yeah, the department head should know too that the form's always been 1 page, it's now 6 pages. So you gotta do a little homework every time you do it now. Sorry, government paperwork.
Further discussion?
So, you do like the idea of 1,500, you don't?
I don't, I'm an advocate for, like, we're at $1,000.
And I just put 1,500 in there. That's not a number, that was for you guys to discuss. I just put that in there to have a number in it. They're asking, the departments are asking, what will you give now?
I don't mind it because I think everything is so darn expensive, but I get Steve's point. All right, I don't wanna belabor this. All in favor? Aye.
For the 1,500?
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
Steven?
Post.
One opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. All right, we have Tommy and Dane for the MEUA workshop. Need a motion, please.
Make a motion to approve Tommy Ballard and Dane Huey of the Electric Department to attend the 2026 MEUA March Engineering and Accounting and Finance Workshops, March 10th through the 11th. Registration is $184 per member, and lodging is $168 per night.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
No opposed, carried, thank you. All right, member application, we have 2 for the fire department.
I make a motion to approve both items I and J, which are membership applications for use of the village fire hall. Item I, Jamie State's birthday party, and item J, Charles Smith for the casino night fundraiser.
Discussion? I like that they do it ahead of time.
Yeah.
All right, all in favor?
One more, just to be clear, they just want to confirm that they can have, even though it's
Yes.
every year, but they just want to know they can have alcohol.
Probably should add that to your motion, Stephen, because.
Yeah,
You can just say it.
yeah, also, with the casino night, there will be alcohol allowances for that night from 5 p.m. to midnight.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No opposed, that's also carried. Okay, we're moving on. We don't have any more, right?
Nope, that's it.
I love when he throws these last minute things into me. All right, we need a motion for the general audit, please.
I'll make a motion for the general audit dated January 30th, 2026 for a total amount of $95,184.34.
Second.
Discussion. No one's gonna ask about the pizza?
Yeah, it's like,
That was common, it's a lot of pizza.
I was
just as long
waiting.
as you're offsetting the cost, I was like, gosh, you must be charging them.
No, yeah.
No,
No,
they're,
they're paying us for the pizza. pizza, tired.
I assume.
Tired.
That's a lot of pizza.
Yeah.
Tell me she's charging them $50 a person.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that one, cause, yeah,
I think we're gonna have a lot of leftover pizza to eat.
they're gonna have some hungry kids if, all right. Wow,
My
all in
stomach's
favor?
growling.
Aye.
Aye. Did you vote?
Aye.
I know you're oh, I put M&Ms right in front of you too, you poor thing. All right, no opposed, that's carried, thank you. All right, couple of things, Regional Leadership Conference is coming up, not till June, but just wanted to remind the board we'll get more details on that. They don't have an agenda yet, I mean, they put out a,
Save the date, basically.
save the date, they actually are asking for, if you look at it, I think it's sent to the board. They're asking for feedback on topics.
I said I would send that out, so I will. So I'll send it out to all the
Yeah,
departments at least.
I know you and I talked about it.
So I'll send an email to all the departments, just if you want to do a survey, that they want to know different types of courses that you guys want to see this year. So if you could do the survey, that would be helpful to them, and maybe they could pull something more together, because they haven't gotten a schedule on yet.
So they always, they focus on codes. Did you go last year, Peter? I can't remember. It's the one in Corning?
No, Margaret.
No, that's right.
Yeah, she thought, she did with the STR one, she found that one really interesting.
Yeah. So more to come on that. We've got time, so, there's that. And then I just want to update the board very quickly on the pilot opportunity for the electric department. I've asked Charlie to come to our February 17th meeting and do the presentation. Not that Charlie, different Charlie. For Switch Source, so expect he'll be here. We're gonna have quite an agenda that week, huh, Fred? Will we have the public hearings ready for then, or
I
not?
plan on it, but,
Probably March.
yeah, it might be better than just let it, I think it's the right place.
Which,
Okay.
We have a
Which
lot of
meeting?
local laws. We need to do a public hearing, and we have like 6 local laws that we know all at one time. So it would be nice to get it out, actually run it a couple times.
When
have
did
a
you
link
want-
to the
yeah, but what-
website so the public can see it.
what meeting did you want, board meeting did you want to have it at?
He's coming on the 17th,
The
and
first one in March.
I told
Oh,
him that
March.
I put him in the beginning, because he's got I think he's coming from Vestal.
I'm gonna miss the third, I won't be here for that one, just in case you needed a forum or whatever.
Okay. So that's forthcoming, so he'll go through it with us. We had a brief conversation with him today. But I'd rather have it in front of the whole board, because obviously we have to review it and support it if we do. All right, other board concerns, new business?
I had a question, but I think it got answered about, does the village have an actual emergency plan for,
Yeah, so
I mean,
what,
do we as a village, ourselves, other than the county?
so we fall, which Peter and I just talked about in the office, we fall under the county emergency plan, but they typically ask us to update ours. I haven't looked at that in a while. And Dennis is shaking his head, so he knows. But, yeah,
So
but
we're supposed to have an emergency plan?
yeah,
The village itself?
Yes.
yeah, so
So there's, you can kind of copy basically what the county has, but, you're still responsible for your own emergency situation.
yeah,
What are we talking about here, emergency what?
Any type of emergency, could
Like,
be,
say we got 3 feet of snow.
guaranteed.
Okay, I said if we plan A to Z depending on the emergency.
Well, that's how they're set up. We have a red book that we're mandated to have, and for each emergency, that's a list, all the people you can call, and what
Yeah.
you can get from stores, and
Yeah, and we did one, I gotta pull it out, but it's a good question, but we typically fall under the lead of the county EMS team. Now, if it's a police emergency, that's different than what we're talking about storms, floods, I usually,
All of them will be handwritten too.
yeah,
There'll be like a spreadsheet of way that.
True, but there's,
I mean,
There's a
Flooding's way different than snow, is way different than a gas leak, way different than.
Right, but there's a set of actions that are already kind of prescribed, and there's incident command, and it also shows you the chain of command to follow, and some things that have to happen, like recording all the data, everything, if you spend a dime, you gotta record it. You know, the county puts on a class a couple times a year about it.
Yep.
And I
We
don't
get
think
invited.
anybody's gone to it that I know of from the village.
Did we go to that one?
Yeah, we've been.
I think, yeah, I thought we went to one.
It was,
That's
Yeah,
down in the
about
dungeon down there, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so basically, it's knowing the chain of command to follow, and then there's also things like media. There's things like
yep,
recording everything that you're spending money on, people who have to make phone calls, and, you know, it's just figuring out how to work all that stuff together.
yeah, I use the example.
Yes, in general.
Yeah.
So we had a situation where we had that flood that hit US Salt. Remember that was about I don't know.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah, and so I got a call from emergency management, they needed space to house people to make sure that they were safe and dry, and we got coffee, and so I went down and opened up the community center. So that would be an example of where, you know, we're partnering with the agencies, and the fire department was key to that. So that's just an example that I use to advise Peter, but, yeah, I mean, it's really important, but we typically are at those meetings, and we haven't had one in a while. Different than that one meeting that we talked to Ethan about, that it's like more police stuff, which, you know, we definitely have to be, at least I'm gonna be involved, but, you know, we don't, the board typically isn't, but we have to have a plan. I gotta pull it out, because it's been a while,
Yeah, I can't remember looking, I don't even know what it is.
but
Yeah, so a lot of it has to do with like evacuations and things like that,
Yep.
knowing what people.
yeah, Jefferson Village would be a perfect example. Like,
Yeah.
what would we do if, you know, they had that in Montour at the Falls Home,
Mhm.
and they had to take all those poor people
Oh, for
out.
that gas leak.
Yeah, they had a gas leak,
Yeah, they dug that gas
and
line.
they had to evacuate, yeah.
Yeah. You never know when something like that's gonna happen.
Of course
You know,
not.
It's 9 times out of 10, you know, you're gonna go through a day without anything like that, and then just that one time, somebody does something wrong, causes a major death.
Mhm.
You gotta know what to do, there's gotta be that action plan in
Yep.
place.
What to do, who to call?
Any other board concerns?
Yeah, we had an idea pop up, pertaining, it's nothing to do with some of the voting items, but it was over some of the items on the flanges of the underwater pipe. So a recommendation from pulling out of the meeting we had earlier was have Michael establish a letter to the contractor stating, hey, this happened, the pictures were taken due to our DOH inspection in October, so that falls into the paradigm of our warranty cycle. If we send it today and we did those photos today, it falls out of our warranty cycle. So, because it
Right.
happened in October, we all agree, like, hey, let's check it out next year.
Yep,
If it's magnificently worse, then at least we have a letter stating, hey, we put you on notice, effective our DOH inspection, which occurred in October, within the compounds of the warranty cycle.
Which is
I thought
a
they came
year,
out just
right?
recently, didn't they, Meg?
But, yeah, October.
October.
Oh, I thought it was sooner than that.
We
So,
are due, we have to do it
every year, yeah, okay, that's what.
So when we do it next October, if there's, diver comes up and says, hey, Village of Watkins, you know, at your point now, you promised to do something. And that way we have that fallback letter. Now, the contractor could take this and say, you know what, yeah, whatever. But at least we have an official record. And it's not gonna cost us anything, it's a letter, it puts them on notice, and it brings value to what she's bringing to the table, to all of us, saying, hey, I feel as though this is something to be looked at. I think that would be a great,
Put it in.
yeah. But it's just nothing to, it was like, hey, look, this has got to be from all the board members, a directive that comes from, that we had to do, so.
So the letter was gonna extend the warranty, or?
No, just saying.
No,
No, just saying
put them on notice
within the warranty.
within the warranty parameters.
So they can't come back and say we didn't say anything.
Right.
Right,
Okay, gotcha.
And hey, there may be nothing wrong with it.
yeah. It's
In a
underwater.
year or two, we don't know. But at least we have that
I gotcha.
Yeah.
as just ammunition, so.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Other board concerns?
But do you want me to, do you want to reach out to Michael, or is that something you want to
I
say,
just made a
hey,
note.